Friday morning, Steve Comalander, the old fisherman, back out here at it again. Today we're going to try. It's a little cloudy. Like I say, on cloudy days they don't seem to bite as good sometimes, but we're going to try it again. And, hey, you never know. Might be a good day. You never know what's going to happen from day to day. So you got to keep plugging, keep pushing in life. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep your nose to the wind. Let's go up here and see. It's windy today. So I got to talk up for you to hear me. I know it's going to blow through that speaker. One day I'm going to get the speaker here put around my neck. Get fancy, but right now it's just the cell phone and me. And today we're fishing with a blue and chartreuse and a red chartreuse with a spoon on the bottom. I got to turn my fish finder where I can see it. I didn't turn it. Always like to look at that fish finder. See what's going on under me. All right, boy, I tell you, a little windy and cloudy today, and ain't a lot of people out here yet. They don't fight this kind of stuff, but I do. There again, I fish all the time, every day if I can. You do what you want to do when you can do it. And right now, I'm retired, I can do it. So, anyhow, they might not bite. We're gonna give it a shot. I done drifted back here 55 foot, so what I want to do is head that way toward the wind and kind of slow troll this thing and see if we can get something stirred up, get them to bite. They might not bite today. I tell you, with the temperature changing, you know, it's January. It's supposed to be cold weather. Well, it's 67 degrees this morning, so you never know. Crazy weather like this, fish, and I've said it before, they come off the bottom when it gets warm and starts suspending, and they're hard to hold on to. When it's real cold, when the water's real cold, the shad are dying off, and they wiggling and falling to the bottom, and them perch are sitting down there ready to hit them. But right now, weather ain't been cold enough to kill any shad here lately. And so when it's been cold, and it was cold a couple weeks ago, it was high in 30s, them was the days to be out here fishing. But today, now we had a little front come through this morning, and I haven't had a bite yet, so that's not a good sign. Probably have to look for them today, but just a story of life that, there's one that stumbled on a little one. Maybe we'll get out here where some are. He's little though. He's little. He is little. But got him on the blue and chartreuse, or blue and yellow. I call it chartreuse, it's blue and yellow. Alright, birds ain't got out here with me, so they must not think I'm going to catch anything. They usually follow me out here, but I give them a few minutes, they'll be here. Steve Comalander, Lake Monticello. January, Friday, and windy. Front coming through. 58 foot of water right now, and I'm working out to the deeper water till I find them. I've been catching them in anywhere between 50 and 70, so I always try to start in and go out. So we'll see what happens as I go out. There's one. Oh boy. Let's see if I can get two. See if I can get two. Yep, there's two. There's two. So they might be here today. Let's see if we can get three. That wind's gonna make it tough today. I hope you can hear me through that speaker, because I know it blows through that speaker. It's aggravating. But you know, stories of life, you got to keep trucking, keep going. Look at that, two little ones. That ain't a good sign. Where's my big ones? But anyhow, that's two little ones. We're gonna fry whole size them babies. Fry whole size. Fry whole size. All right. Well, that's three, but they little. Move on out. Them bigger ones might be on out a little bit deeper. They tend to hang together, and the little ones hang together. It's funny how that works, but I mean, not that they all hang separate, but most of the time you catch small ones, that's what you're gonna catch. You might catch a few big ones mixed in, but most of the time you catch small ones, that's what's gonna be small ones until you find the bigger ones. Once you find the bigger ones, now it's another world, boy. That's fun. You catching a pound and a half, pound and a quarter, pound, 3/4, all that's good catching. right now we in 60 foot. When I moved out a little bit, I'm going on out to see if I can find some bigger ones to bite. There was a bite. Apparently it's probably little ones. All right, let's pull this jig along here and see what happens. They bumped it. There's one. There's one. There's one. Whoa, as I pull that thing there with that fish on it, that's when you get the big one. It's sitting in there and they shaking that thing. And next thing you know, your rod keeps getting heavier and heavier and heavier, and you got 3. That's how I tell I got more than 1. So let's pull him in and see what we got here. Boy, I tell you, and I call this thing, you know, fishing with Steve, don't never look back. Just look ahead, what life might bring you ahead, not what has happened in the past. 3 at a time, Lake Monticello, and that's a pretty good perch. That's a pretty good perch right there. You probably weigh 1.25 pounds or so, but pretty good perch. Caught him on the blue. Blue with a black head. Blue with a black head with a black and green eyed jig head. I tell you, you never know what they're gonna bite. So you, like I said, I've said it a lot and I'll keep saying it. You got to experiment. You got to experiment. You look at this jig right here. See how pretty that jig is? That thing is pretty, ain't it? It's a pretty little jig. And then under that, of course, I'm sitting here getting it all wrapped up. But got a wahoo spoon, and then we got a red jig. Get my camera adjusted because I kind of got off track here. But anyhow, as I'm doing that, that trolling motor's just keeping on spinning. So I got a bad habit of not paying attention and not focusing. But here we are, got to focus. Get back out here, we'll turn this boat around. I drifted back to 58 foot of water. So we're going to head back toward the wind. When the wind's blowing like this, it makes it real difficult. That's when your talents come in. How you can hold a boat and keep it going and keep it on the right spot. A lot of people get all messed up, and I do when I'm talking. They get all messed up and the boat's all whipping around to get off the fish. And I'm a prime example of that when I'm making a movie, but I promise you, when I'm not making a movie, or show and talking and focusing, I keep that boat right where it needs to be, and that's the key. Keep the boat in a fishing zone where you can actually be in contact with your plug where you want it to be. In this case, it's deep, right on the bottom foot or 2 of that lake. Bottom 2 foot of that lake is the key. Until you catch one and get him stirred up, pull him up, and the rest of them are looking up, man, where's that fish going? And they come up to see what's going on thinking he's getting something to eat and they missing out. Well, they'll grab them other jigs and that's when you get to 3 at a time. But this is a little story, a how-to, and I'm gonna try to catch another one here, but I cut you off. I got to make short clips. I can't keep it rolling because my storage, I'm doing this with a cell phone camera now. I don't have the GoPros and all the fancy stuff, so I'm basic. I'm about as basic as you can be. When you got a plastic drum for a live well, then you basic. And if you notice, I'm using a hand control motor guide trolling motor, variable speed. I like the hand control. I can just keep it going. I ain't got to keep my foot on a foot control. But they sell, listen, they sell stuff out there that you can just mash a button and it'll hold it where you want to. But with my little slow trolling the way I do, I kind of like my little system. I can make big circles and what have you. But I'm talking now, I'm not getting a bite. I tell you, I'm the world's worst for that. Let's see if we can call one up right quick. Tell them we here. Give them the old signal. Comalander is on the lake. I love doing that. You know, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't, but I love doing it. Tell you what. Let's see if that helped, didn't it? Pull out here a little deeper, see what happened there. For a little bit, I was on a couple. And it's funny, they get stirred up, come off the bottom and eat, and then lay back down, and then you got to pull the jig by, and they'll peck it a little bit, and you miss a couple, and then finally want to get mad at it to take it. That's when you catch them, and when you do, that's when it stirs the other ones up. So it's kind of like a system I got here. But there again, you got to get it on that first one. That first one sometimes don't want to bite, and apparently I done moved again.